for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run on first down. It's Stevenson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw. Pearson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
On first down, Stevenson pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Pearson. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Off-play action. Pearson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
A 36-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. First down. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off Jay Mosley. And his guys are going to get the foot. Already down on the scoreboard, and now, Charles, you go out there, very first play, throw the interception. That defense, they're going to have to bow up.
Yeah, and let's see how they handle this, because we always talk about reverting back to what you practice. Well, you practice these situations. It's called sudden.
Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off around the 37. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Allen. Caught. Eifert over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Jets 3.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 2nd down now, it's Stevenson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
That was good tough running back the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Pearson forced out to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Stevenson, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 48-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pearson, and that will be in. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Pearson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, that one complete. He finds Sharp. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while they'll hurt their team.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
From the 41, Allen, connection made with Chenault. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
And the Jaguar first down.
On the run, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Tackled by Ashton Davis up from the secondary.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
2nd and 9.
Here's Allen to throw it. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They'll run it now with Robinson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
2nd and goal.
From the gun, it's Allen looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall.
He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run. Robinson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And this time he is in. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And Valentine going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard
To throw on 2nd down. Pearson. He'll air this one out from Mims. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. From the gun, Pearson. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, but it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again, Pearson.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. From the 44, Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
On the move to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
And it becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Jacksonville.
They'll run here with Robinson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 40 now on second down. Allen flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now a play fake here on first down. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
On first down, Robinson. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on second down. Allen. And the Jets pressure too much, and down he goes.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On third and long, it's Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's fourth down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. He'll air this one out for Mims. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Denzel Mims, 61 yards. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a first and 10. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target. And now it's second down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Buying time. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder, 29 yards. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Jaguars take over first and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, That's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. From midfield, here's Allen. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Final minute now of the third quarter. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And the Jags are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Operating from the gun, Allen. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, the 40, past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a jet touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, first and 10. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The end result, 21 yards. Allen off the play fake. And a big loss here as he's taken down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Johnson was the intended receiver, and now it's third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And that will be incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top for the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Here's Logan Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this a very important drive leading to the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Well, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Being chased out left. Throw complete to Herndon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Pearson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st down, Jacksonville.
From the gun, Allen. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Allen's throw is complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw is Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Nothing open downfield, they went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. He's back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
This will be caught at about the 6. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And his kick is good.
Ties the game, 35-35.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences.
And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. On 1st and 10, Pearson. He'll air this one out for Mims. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
At the 16-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
They'll look to throw. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now they burn the timeout. And they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see. And he's got this down to the 35. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Final score,
And a disappointing way to close out the season. Got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit, but they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.